Thanks for tuning in to the chat live with Hamm and your man.
Woohoo!
Sport winter hat right. 22 Penske car driven by Brad Keselowski. Discount tire. We've got Scott here with us, Beer Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
AKA Beer Man. I'm trying to different
Blue.
There you go. That's a good color.
Ford back-to-back wins with Brad K. Amazing. Hope everybody got to watch the race today.
I think there we go.
There we are.
A little bit of a delay on there. Yeah, how about that race? That was super exciting. I'm a little bit nerve-wracked though because it was so close there at the end, and I certainly did not want Hamlin to win. I was getting very nervous about that, but I had faith in the Fords. But it has been since '99, I believe, since Ford won that, and I was there for that.
99, yes, absolutely, 99. It was
Yeah.
the last Ford victory in Indianapolis. So
I was there
and
when
a
I was working for Ford.
499th win for Roger Penske's team overall, and that's pretty amazing.
So when we get to 500, Roger Penske's gonna give us all a $10,000 bonus.
That's right. That's right.
Woo! That'd be nice.
That's right.
So, anyhow,
So here's to the winner, Brad Keselowski, the Miller Lite
there you
Discount
go.
Dodge
Supporting
Ford,
the sponsors.
supporting the sponsors. Even though there's a little bit of, everybody knows there's a little bit of Coors Light in there, but Miller Lite, congratulations, Discount Ford and Brad K.
Janice says can't hear you. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
All right then. What's up with that? Can anybody else hear us? Maybe Janet don't have her phone turned up. Well, let me turn up the computer here and see if I can hear me. Because I've got this set on my laptop. Also, I can hear it. It's a little bit of a delay. All right, Janet, turn your phone up. Hey, Terry. Hey, Rachel. Hello, Tom.
Tom.
Tom, I got something for you.
Tom.
How about that right there?
Hey, Tom. Tom, what's up with the rain in Indianapolis, bro, huh? We had to do a back-to-back race today. Thanks a lot. It was an awesome day, though. But, Tom, man, that rain.
How about that?
Were you anywhere close to that?
Rachel, who built Brad's engine today? Rouse Yates Engines. We built Brad's engine as a team. Tom, I got you supporting a sponsor right here. Just like everybody in NASCAR and all the NASCAR fans need to do, go out and buy the sponsor products. Because when a sponsor sponsors the series or the cars, then when their product spikes up, then they want to sponsor more and they want to keep sponsoring. But if their product sales go down, they're like, well, we don't need to spend money on NASCAR. We'll just go elsewhere. So there you go. There's one of the big keys. We'll talk about that later on, though. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? Where we got watchers from Oklahoma and right next door here in the house.
Oh.
Janice can hear us now, I think, and Rachel's down in Charlotte. It might be a little bit different. I'll tell you what I need to do is get a better microphone, and I thought about getting an external microphone, so that should help. But the internet's running a little bit slow.
Uh-oh. Maybe we need to check in with Jan on that.
Yeah, maybe she's told her to. Well, she's watching from inside, but if we had to, I'll just.
Maybe because she's online, she needs to come in here and be a live studio audience.
That's exactly right.
That's
she needs
exactly
to come
right.
in and watch over her shoulder and watch the comments right here, and she can. You know, I could. Well, no, that's all right. That ain't gonna help that any. So it might be the weather. Yeah, I mean, we are expecting some torrential rains from this hurricane Florence coming in.
Yep.
From the Atlantic Ocean, headed right towards us. Looks like it's going to be a direct hit, but we're prepared. We've been prepping.
Prepared.
We got our generators. We got them all gassed up, right, Scott?
Yep. Got some of that non-ethanol fuel. I understand we have to, because we're going to support our NASCAR sponsors, but it's important to have some of that that non-ethanol fuel.
Yeah.
It's a little cleaner. A little more expensive, but a little cleaner.
It is, because the problem is that ethanol fuel sits in your fuel bowl in the carburetors, and then you know that shiny stuff on the outside of a piece of corn. Well, if you let it sit in there too long, that's what your inside of your carburetor ends up looking like, and it stops the jets up. Therefore, the fuel can't flow into your engine anymore. So that's why the non-ethanol is better for your small engines. But Terry says praying for you guys. Thank you, Terry. And Brian Spencer says, "Hey, Bear Man, where is your petty hat or shirt?"
Well, I'm wearing my Ford Blue shirt today in honor of the victory, that's for sure. And I still have my sentimental Sterling Marlin hat here on, but I'm sure I'll dig something up here, won't I? Oh, I got something over here.
So Rachel says, "How are the race car engines different from regular car engines?" Well,
that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good tech question.
Because there's going to be a lot of talk about that coming up, Rachel. She knows.
Well, the biggest thing is, well, they're more expensive, obviously. But the reason they're more expensive is because they're made with more exotic metals that are made to last, to be able to withstand the amount of horsepower and torque being put out by the engine. But the other thing is that they are made with higher compression, which is exactly why they have to run racing fuel, because if you run regular gas in a NASCAR engine, you're probably going to end up with a hole in the top of each piston, because it's going to do what's called pre-ignition, which is whenever the piston's coming up in the cylinder, then it fires way too early, and that puts a lot of pressure on that piston. So you have to have a fuel that's going to be able to withstand the heat and the compression. The more you compress a liquid or a vapor, anything, it heats up more. So you don't want pre-ignition. So you have to run a higher octane racing fuel. So there you go. That's probably the best explanation for that. So hey, is Ford coming out? Tom says, hey, is Ford coming out with a new 7.3 liter engine in 2020? Sorry, I got these. Tom, you probably answer that better than I can, buddy. I'm sure you, as much as you keep up with those Ford trucks and that.
Oh yeah.
F 650s and stuff that you got.
650.
Yeah, he likes the 250s, the 350s, but I have seen a 650, and those things are pretty dang tough.
There you go.
I seen one that was jacked up with big tires on it. There's one down in Mooresville. Somebody, it must be a NASCAR driver, that's got it. Yeah, Tom says they are coming out with it. Terry Quinn, what are your thoughts on Michael Waltrip's suggestion of going back to stock cars?
See, I told you.
Yes, that one's a hot subject.
Oh, Terry, don't listen to Michael Waltrip, okay? It wasn't. Don't. I mean, I love Michael's old neighbor. Go ahead with your thoughts, David.
Oh no, you go ahead. Well, if you want me to, I will.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think that is a complaint I get from a lot of people, but I don't necessarily think that's what's going to save NASCAR, because the cars are still going fast. They're still going around the track. I think they need to keep them safe for the drivers. You know, we had too many losses with a bunch of good guys that got killed on the track, and that's definitely not good for the sport. Maybe if we'd have had this car tomorrow and a safer car and the softer walls and all this stuff, then Earnhardt might still be with us. And then, you know, so
that all I can say is that's not what put Michael Waltrip out of business. Okay, that was the and then we'll go on from there. But there's going to be a lot of talk about that. There was a story I heard. Cal Petty was back in Richmond way back in, I think it was the 7-Eleven Pontiac. That's how long ago it was. And he gave a story this past weekend in the rain when we were trying to watch all that rain delay stuff. And he wrecked the car like in second practice, and they went out to and they didn't have another nose for the Pontiac. So he went and they cut off the rental car nose in the parking lot, taped it on Kyle's car, and he ran it for a couple more races after that. And then they duct taped the headlights, because they didn't use the headlights, right? They duct taped the headlights to the car, so they were running around with two bug-eyed in a Pontiac Grand Prix. It's a pretty good story.
What year was that again?
Oh my goodness, that was back when it was a 7-Eleven Pontiac. So man, I don't know.
Yeah, that reminded me.
Wood Brothers days or pre-Wood Brothers days? It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that kind of reminded me of the old story about how Harold Johnson, one of our local no, he was a sports guy.
The big guy.
The big guy.
The
He's
big
actually
guy.
on the radio up here
Yeah,
in Statesville now.
he was with WSOC.
He was with WSC TV. He was the big
A-
guy on the
ABC.
radio on the
ABC radio.
and
TV.
on TV, yeah. And so he was talking junk one time about Robert Yates and them guys about how I guess one of the bumpers had fallen off during the race or something. So he was like, what did he say exactly? I didn't forget the story. And I actually asked Robert Yates about it myself, and I asked him if he had talked to Harold Johnson lately. But anyway, something about the bumper had fallen. So Harold Johnson comes up, and he was going to do a news report and talk to Robert Yates and them guys about that. So they go out there and they fix the bumper on his car. Oh, he said the bumper can't just fall off during a race. So they fixed Harold Johnson's bumper to where it fell off whenever he left the shop. So they said, see, the bumper can fall off.
The big guy.
And and then another time they put a potato, or what did they put? Potato, or yeah, in his tailpipe, and he left the shop. Ended up blowing his engine up.
You sure it wasn't a bananas potato type? Or,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a potato, and I got that story. Big E was the one that did that, and Big E's passed away now, so I guess that he knows that statute of limitations. But he was the big guy on the pit crew. He was what did he say? He was 6'12" and a half or something like that. He would say.
Yep.
All right, so Tom says, I'm glad to see the 6 car to be fast today. Was impressed with their team today until Jackman had a problem. How much hell will catch for that, David? It just depends on how lenient, how nice the team is, and and the driver too, because well, if let's just say it was Jack Canals back in the day and the 48 team, whenever they had issues, they would just go and swap with one of their other teams, swap their team members. But like the 22 Jackmans, kind of messed up one time, and it basically may have cost the championship. But he stayed with the team, and it's all of it. Everybody makes mistakes. We're all human. You think about this: how many times does a driver make a mistake?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
So unless you're, well, I mean, I ain't gonna say it, but I was gonna name a particular driver, but I'm not gonna go there. Anyhow, that's the thing. If when it comes down to crunch time, there is a lot of pressure, and it's definitely sometimes your mind just doesn't think right as a jackman too, and any of the pit crew guys. And I'm assuming that's probably what happened. The pressure was on.
Yep.
He messed up a little bit. He's probably not, at this point, he's not even used to being under
But
that
at least
kind of
they
pressure.
know that Matt Kenseth was
And that
getting it
helps.
done, and that was the important part.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So Matt can do it. He can still do it. And so that is the important part right there. So showing that he still got it, and he'll come back next week. I guarantee you he'll bounce back. And all right, so Tom, you said you were saying the 11 driver of the 18. You were oh no, actually, well, yeah, that would be one. Those two guys, yeah. I was gonna say one that I used to be. Anyway, that's another story. But all right, anybody else got any more questions there? So otherwise, Scott's got some things here.
I got my notes. I took notes today during the doubleheader. I want to know what everybody thinks about the aero package during the Xfinity race versus the Cup race. That was a big difference. If you guys got a chance to play hooky from work today and watch the Xfinity race and the Cup race, it was two different races, obviously shorter, but man, they were mixing it up with that aero package, and that was the All-Star aero package. So I want to talk about that, and anybody thought they had some good or bad difference from there. And I heard a couple of drivers say, like Cole Custer said, he liked it, but when he got outside, he kind of got hung out. Well, that was kind of what the draft was all about. But I think as race fans, we really need to see the Cup Series go to that All-Star package, that aero package that they use, called All-Star package, unquote unquote. But it was a good race for sure. And then Ryan Preece, man, he took a heck of a hit. But all in all, I think Justin Allgaier won the race, and it was good to see Justin Allgaier take the win. He's only from 3 hours from there, but everybody kept saying in both races it's all about track position. You know, you had to stay up front. Clean air was king, but it seemed like in the Xfinity race there was more passing going on back and forth versus, you know, the Cup race. They was, you know, whoever got out when the green flag dropped, they were gone. Clean air was really king. You notice you never saw the 42 out there. But
Yep. So Brian Spitzer, is Kansas going to replace Bush? That's a good question, but I don't know. From what I know of Matt Kenseth, he's kind of loyal to Roush, you know. But in this business, though, a lot of times loyalty, you know, money talks, BS walks, you know, a lot of times. So it's hard to say. I mean, I think that would be a good spot, a good car for him to get into. There's no doubt about that. So maybe that would be his angle, that, you know, the Roush stuff's not quite as strong. Well, obviously it's not as strong right now as Stewart Haas. So, you know, Kenseth could very well say that I'm going to go over there because it'd be a better career move for me, you know.
yeah, but
What do you think, Scott?
the big news of the day is Jamie McMurray's out of the one car at the
Yeah.
end of the year, you know, and I think I heard today he may, if he wants to run the 500, Ganassi is going to let him, but
Yeah,
that's
and
the big news. So there's the first, boom, domino's going to fall right there. Jamie McMurray is out from Joplin, Missouri, is out from
Yeah.
the one car. He's out.
And
So
they
who's going to
offered
go
him,
in that car? Will it be the 41 driver, Kurt Busch, going in that one car?
Possibly, yeah.
With Monster coming over? That's probably what everybody keeps saying. That's the rumor in the garage area. But
And they just need to go ahead and switch to Ford, too, by the way. So,
no,
I mean,
no.
Ganassi's
Look,
got
dude.
his
No.
Ganassi's winning in the Fords with the
Look, it's hard enough for me on
series.
weekends to pull for John
I got
Hunter,
you.
bro.
Yeah,
And it was a tough day for John Hunter. Let's give a shout out for the 42 car, John Hunter, man. I mean, he was running
So we
good.
got,
He won the first stage. Let me tell you something about that Xfinity race. If you haven't watched it, go back, YouTube it, watch it. The first checkered and green and checkered flag first stage win. They were 4 wide coming to the green and white checker, dude. It was freaking awesome.
We got RD Ford. Hey, guys, from the
RD.
north. He's for watching from the northeast.
RD.
Way on up there. And then we got John Sands. Hey, John Sands. Sandman.
Sandman! I sent him a link, buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
I love you, Sandman.
The best PR guy
Oh,
ever.
brother.
He said question mark, though. Best PR guy ever.
Oh, absolutely, hands down.
Yeah, there you
Yes.
go. The Sandman.
Sandman, it's me and Hamm, man. Come on, we love
How about
you, bro.
that? You need to come on up here
Yeah.
and hang out with us.
Or we're coming to Arizona and seeing you, bro.
Yeah.
We're coming, okay?
Oh, I love Arizona.
Yeah.
The weather out there is
Yeah. You take us out to
Perfect.
Firebird and up there on Camelback Mountain. Ooh, I got some good stories about that.
Camelback Mountain.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Sandman, so how's the weather out there, Sandman? Pretty good?
All right, so Rachel said, other than today, what are your favorite finishes at the Brickyard? You know, I don't remember the other finishes because they wasn't wins. You know, even I'm sure we finished second some, but to win at that place, I mean, it's going to be something. I mean, I know Doug Yates is going to be super excited. Now, and I do have something to say about Brad Keselowski. He said last year that if he won, he wanted to win the Brickyard or get the pole for the Daytona 500. And if he did either one of those, he was going to come in the shop and randomly hand out $10,000.
To one person or everybody?
He said to one person,
Oh.
which doesn't make sense.
The one that put the gasket on the engine's probably going to be that guy.
But then Doug Yates said he would match it. So I'm thinking there's $20,000 that they're going to split up amongst the team. So we'll see. I'm just putting that out there. I might have to bring that up in our team meeting tomorrow. That was what was said. So we'll see. Now I don't know if that meant last year. It might have been 2 years ago that he said that. But I do remember that. I mean, how could you forget? All right, so we got that explains my favorite finishes. I really don't know. I mean, I remember when Robert Yates Racing won in '99, and I remember when they won in '96 because I was there and I got it rubbed in my face, on that team between John Bryan and
Ooh.
you know, there was a lot of guys over there. We traveled with all those guys, so we'd always have to wait on them to get back to the bus so we could get to the airport. And sure enough, they would be partying it up, and we'd hear about it. And we didn't win, but
Love John
this is
Bryan.
my first win
John,
ever.
John Bryan's one of the reasons why they're wearing actually helmets nowadays. You see every picture going over. John Bryan was Dale Jarrett was coming in with that '88 UPS Ford one time, and he was in one of the first pit stalls, and he was coming in hot. And John jumped over there with a jack, and he's left-handed, so he come over there, and next thing you know, John's upside down, checking the tape, the nose on the tape on the nose with his feet over there, and the car was just. Yeah, so, and then he got hit also in Homestead. We love John Bryan.
Oh, Brian Spitzer says Ham Steaks was up to hat changes, sponsorship commitments. Not yet.
Yes,
So
yes.
no,
yes.
not really.
Yes.
But wait, you know what? It is kind of like sponsorship. I mean, this right here. Go buy your tires at Discount Tire because you're going to be supporting the sponsors,
right?
Because the sponsors are not going to want to be in NASCAR, and they're not going to want to give the teams money if nobody's buying their products. I mean, that's what's going to save NASCAR.
David Hamm is the smartest. He's not only building the fastest racing Ford engines with the gaskets put in properly because of me, but I'm telling you, he's the smartest NASCAR. He's going to solve our problems. We have to go out and support our sponsors in NASCAR, and next thing you know, the gauge will go up. They'll start buying. Look what I did today.
Yeah, Robinson needs to support us.
Time out.
He needs to
Time out. Guess what? I watched the Xfinity race, and who won? Justin Allgaier. You know, I'm tired of this little old bitty soap that I keep ending up with in the shower, right? You know, and I gotta, bro. I bought 6 of them.
That's good stuff too, right
Dove plus Care Man, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Dove,
Just because
Man,
they won today from victory lane, right? Win on Monday, sell on Monday.
Yeah,
so I bought me some Dove soap, right? Because they won. So what you got to do is start supporting your NASCAR sponsors, and next thing you know, we'll start moving that meter over there, and their bottom line will go up, and they'll be going, uh-oh, what's up with Dove, right? Next thing you know, Dial's going to come in. Yeah. And, Irish Spring, but right now, the beer man bought him some Dove plus men's soap. Justin Allgaier, way to go. Rick Brandt, Fertilizers.
Better if it was a Ford,
you guys are awesome.
All right.
It would have been better if it was a Ford, but I'm telling you, go out and buy you some Dove soap, and I'm going to tell you, they will see it. They will see it. Tell your friends, don't go buy Irish Spring. Buy some Dove plus men.
What else you got over there?
There you go. What else I got over there?
So, hey, Darla, howdy. You keeping Tom straight up here?
I know. Most of y'all.
John Sand says it was hot. It's been hot as hell. Wild Horse Pass GM.
As you can tell, I went to the store during
Thanks,
the first.
John.
I went to the store during the first
some
stage.
M&Ms in here.
And I thought that old M&M's caramel was going to do good. And plus, my wife likes M&M's caramel, right?
Yeah.
Right, honey? So, there you go. I brought me some M&M's, right? They always go good with some beer. And you always, in case one of your millennial friends come over, you're going to have to get you some Monster Energy. Because there's nothing better than a Monster.
We get the
energy.
Monsters up there. And,
oh, my goodness.
We have an actual cooler at my work, and they bring us in the Monsters.
Dude, get you some
Stock
Monster
it full every
Energy drink. Because the 41 car looked like he was going to take it now. I mean, it looked like real good. So it's all about supporting your sponsors. You have friends that complain. You know what? NASCAR's dead. What's going on? You know what? You got to tell them, well, what NASCAR sponsors have you bought at the store lately? Are you supporting them? Remember when everybody went out and bought Tide soap?
That's right. Sure
That's what made NASCAR.
Yep.
Right? So here you go. If you don't like Monster, that's okay. Get some NOS Energy. There's still another NASCAR sponsor.
Thanks, RD. He says, awesome, David and Beer Man.
Go out and sponsor you go out and buy and support our sport. And support your sport.
Hey, you got to go take those caramels inside. Jenna wants them.
Oh.
Hey, just wait a little bit, all right? You can.
And I'm sure if
not
you give me
dessert
2
time
seconds,
yet.
I'll run over there and get a refrigerator
We had
because
some
I
soup.
know I got some Smithfield bacon in there too because everybody likes Smithfield bacon. So go out and support our sponsors.
You know, the Smithfield, they came by last year whenever we had, they were sponsoring our Eric Almirola. Might have been the year before, but they brought the Waffle House. They brought the Waffle House in
Come on.
and Smithfield bacon. So we had both. I mean, that's an awesome sponsor right there.
Get on the radio, call Chocolate Myers, call the Bag Man, call Moody, and say, look it. Tell everybody we need to support our sponsors and more consumable products is what we consume, right? Products that us race fans can consume. That was the backbone of our sport. That's how it started growing. That's how we're going to get us out of this little holler, let's call it, a little valley, because we're going to go back up and still keep our sport alive. You know?
Thanks, thanks, Brian Spencer. Ever you're bailing out on us, but he said, "Hey, great show, David. Good luck, and I hope you guys stay safe. Tell Tracy hello." Yeah, we got an impending hurricane coming our way. Tom says they can't buy M&M's. Scott, they support the wrong brand of car.
I understand. Well, I get that.
That's part of it.
That's part of it. I understand. That's perfectly fine.
John Sands is making a request.
Sandman.
He says, "Strum a song, beer man." And you know what?
How about that?
My banjo's out in my truck.
How long we been? 26 minutes into our show. We got a request. What do you want to hear, Sandman? Country roads. How about a little beer man and ham man, jam man? Okay, it's time. 26 minutes into it. Let me go get the guitar, Sandman.
So maybe I need to get my banjo. But I can't just leave them hanging. You're gonna have to ask some questions. You're gonna do a quiz right quick, so I'm gonna get my banjo. Unless you just want me to sing something. He wants us to strum. Beer man Jim. All right, banjo. I'll be right back. Scott, come over. You're gonna have to come over here and sing. Come over here and sing a song. That'll work. Come over and do something. I had a question. How about this? What is your maybe this thing. What is your favorite driver's spouse of all time? We kind of know who our favorite drivers are. Who's your favorite driver's spouse? You know, like you had Michael Waltrip, you had Stevie Waltrip, who was always a fan favorite for many years.
Oh, you kidding me? Is that the question? That's a great question. Well, everybody knows who mine is. Sandman, who's your favorite spouse? It don't get no better than Miss Paula, right? Oh, ham man and beer man.
You're right, Tom. I'll be right back. Hold on.
And the beer man. Where you going, David Hamm? It's your YouTube channel. Oh, Sandman, I wish you would come here. Oh, Sandman, how you were so far out there. Oh, Sandman, we're gonna come and see in the land of the setting sun. Oh, Sandman, oh, David's back with his banjo. I hope he can tune that thing.
Here's my new hat.
Sandman. How's that, Sandman? Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Sandman says record.
Record. Sandman, I wish I had this guitar years ago. Dude, I love it.
Record or record? I think he means like we need to record a song. I think it's what he means.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Rachel says, and Brittany Logano, so sweet and kind. Yeah, she's great. Paige Keselowski, Rachel says also, and I'll tell you, my favorite. I'll just go ahead and be straight up. I was just about in love with her. She is so sweet. Guess who it is?
Patrick?
Okay, my second favorite. No, I'm just kidding. She wasn't a driver's spouse. All right.
Okay.
So tell me, Scott, who was my favorite? Who was I just about in love with because she's so sweet?
Well, it has to
maybe
be
love stretching.
Miss Andrea Nemechek because they don't make them much sweeter than Miss Andrea Nemechek.
Andrea Nemechek.
Yes, I got that one right. And John
Yes.
Sandman will probably agree with us on that one.
Yes.
We love us some Miss Andrea. She was the president or the charge of the Bush Racing Wives Auxiliary. Hey y'all, here's a banjo. Now, here we go.
So hold on. John Sand says he has the Brooks and Dunn guitar.
Yeah, I know that. You told me, bro.
I didn't know about that. I mean, we have our picture with Brooks and Dunn. And me and Scott was in that. That was at Indy, right? 99?
Yep. I got it
Indianapolis.
somewhere here.
Indianapolis in 99 when Sterling Marlin drove.
I think, oh yeah, here it is. It's right over here, Sam, man. It's right up. It's right, let me see.
Here, you can pick out the phone if you want to show.
That's okay. No, just leave it there.
Okay.
It's up on the ceiling, though, Sandman.
You could do a little quick tour.
Yeah, no. There's Sterling.
Sorry, I had a little bit of a cold here lately.
There's Big John.
After
Felix.
working so hard this weekend. All right. Here we go. So right up here,
Oh, yeah.
where's John's right there. Sandman right behind me. I'm all the way, let's see, on the one side. I'm over, let's see, you see Dale Jr.? I'm beside Dale Jr. in a picture though.
There you go.
We're on a little delay on the computer so I can't
Oh,
see
yeah,
if
a big
everybody can see
delay.
it. But Sandman's right behind me
Yeah.
and then Scott's somewhere.
Yep.
All right, what else was you going to show them?
And the Brooks and Dunn.
Oh, the Brooks and Dunn, yeah, right
Yep.
there. There's us, I'm right in the middle, Scott's on the end.
And you got Elvis. Got Elvis.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And see, this is the Florida wall. Show them back the Florida wall. We got some lobsters and God love Harry Carey.
Yep.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, because we're all Cubs fans.
And here's the rest of this.
Yeah, Sandman. Sandman, I told you to come over. You're always welcome, bro. Got a Bell South hood. We got all kinds of stuff.
All right.
All right. Pick
Back
us a
to it.
tune there. Come on, pick us a tune there, Fonzie. We got a couple more questions to ask, and then we'll be getting ready to go, because everybody wants to go eat, probably.
Yep. Yeah, Terry says love the Haviland bumper.
Yes. Terry, that's a real Davey Allison bumper. I think I told you. I got that outside of a Hooters one
Out
time.
here.
Yep.
Nana's out here looking at us through the window.
Who?
Nana.
Nana.
We got the dog's out here looking at us through the window.
All
All right, we
right.
have a visitor.
Yay, we have a visitor.
All right, and we got Nana. And we got crazy dogs up in here.
Piper.
All right, so we're going to do a song. What are we going to do, Scott? Dedicate a song to Robert Yates. We'll have to work on that. What can we dedicate to Robert Yates?
I got a song we can dedicate to Robert Yates.
What is it? This one?
Nana.
Bear with me. Hold on.
Come on, girls.
Eastbound and down.
Is that
Dick Lewis says eastbound and down.
How do you know that song?
How does who know that song?
You know that song?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't know that song.
What happened to our? What happened?
I mean, I know the song, but I don't know the song on the banjo.
G, A, and C. Well, can you play the shaker?
Oh my goodness. How about the shaker, the banjo, and the harmonica all at the same time?
I want to dedicate this next song to a good friend everybody knows, Robert Yates. He was awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's my new hat.
Eastbound and down, oh yeah,
Been trucking.
we're gonna do what they say can't be done.
dedicated to Robert Yates, the man.
Dedicated to RYR.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Eastbound and down. We're going to be playing that tomorrow night at Risto's at open mic night. I hope.
Oh, yeah?
I hope so.
Man. All right, we'll see what we can do. Might do that. Yeah, this is my new hat that I got last week whenever Stuart Haas came in. Well, they had Greg Zipadelli came in, and they brought us some sponsor products, and then brought this right here from our win a couple weeks ago. So now it's been, I think, like 4 in a row that we won. Yep. Thank you, Dick Lewis. Appreciate that. The claps. And then, nice.
Dickie, I am so sorry, bro. We couldn't make the game, man, bro. I'm so sorry. It was a hell of a game, I'm sure.
Terry's asking you a question. Do you have a RYR shirt?
Ooh. No, Terry, I joined Sapco in 92, girl. And I'm going to tell y'all.
HRD.
Terry, I know what I tell you, but I'm going to tell you again. I never worked for a Ford team. It hurts me so bad. But I joined Sapco when we was a Pontiac, Chevy, and then the Dodge. And then back to Chevy, you know. So I'm sorry.
But you taught me to get the gas, put the gaskets
Smart
on.
people left Ganassi and Sapco and went over to the Blue Oval.
Well, you know.
But you know what? The beer man was loyal to Coors all the way through. Okay.
Chip Ganassi said you're gonna have to. You can't build engines anymore. You're gonna have to go work in the car shop. I ain't got nothing against working on cars, but I done came too far at building engines, and I wasn't gonna change that. So, and the rest is history. That was 17 years ago when I left Sapco or Ganassi. All right. Terry Quinn says, I thought maybe you just had one like you do the bumper, like a Robert Yates shirt. I might have something I can hook him up with. We'll have to wait and see on that. I probably got something. I got a bunch of hats, I know that. A lot of them my dad has. Actually, this one's the one that I had given my dad. I told him I was going to borrow it for tonight because it's one of my favorites. So, but I'd rather him wear it because he likes wearing hats, and I don't usually wear hats a lot. So anyway, it's that.
Okay, here we go. I got a couple questions before we get closed out tonight. Where's our time here? Are we good on time? All right, I want to get a couple good sponsor plugs
minutes.
To the Big Machine Vodka. Big Machine Vodka, they supported the race today, so check that out. If y'all watch the end of Victory Lane, the Miller Lite box comes sliding in from the right or to the left. Dude, that's what I used to do. But they kind of pushed out the Big Machine a little bit, and they kind of little shared where Miller Lite wasn't on the car. It was totally to that. So, but I got before we leave, I got 2 questions, and y'all chime in. 2 big questions. Is the number 2 Brad Keselowski Ford team sparking, hitting all 8 cylinders at the right time? Back-to-back wins going in there. Is this the extra guy that we've been looking for? That's part of the big 3. And the other question is the big 3 now the dynamic duo of 2? Right. Because I mean, let's face it. The news of the week, also, most of your race fans already know. You know, the Furniture Row Racing is closing shop. Sandman, what's up with that, right?
And they're most likely him and Cole Pern are going to go. Truex and Cole Pern are going to go to Gibbs.
And they're going to go to Gibbs, and they're going to bring over the Bass Pro, and then Ares and Daniel Suarez is going to go to the 95, and the 95 team looks going to be like they're going to come out and smell like a rose. They're going to be the number 2 Toyota team. They're going to get a lot more fundings for Levine Family Racing, so that'll be good. Yep. But that's some good changes. But is the dynamic duo gonna overpower in the big 3? What's gonna happen?
Well,
what's gonna happen?
The Fords are gonna take off, and it's gonna be down to 7 Fords.
We're gonna put that final. We're gonna put that Busch Ford,
and it's gonna be down to 4 Fords in
the
last Homestead.
Can I just really tell you what it's all about? Right. They gotta keep the 42 down. All right, and I hate to say that, but if they keep that 42 running, right, we're going to be in
Yeah.
trouble because we all know if the 42 is one of those 4 that goes to Homestead, signed, sealed, delivered. It's going to be a tough year next year for me, bro. So let's keep the 42 down, right? You know, and let's keep them Fords pounding. The 14 looked awesome today, right? And Eric Amalola, the Smithfield Bacon. Yes, always go get you some Smithfield Bacon, but the Smithfield Bacon car looked good. And
Dick Lewis said the stadium was electric. It seemed like a playoff game.
that had to have been Dick Lewis.
Yeah, and then I thought maybe just one. Okay, so David, were you on pit road before the speed limit rule? No, that wasn't. I think I came along the year after. I believe it was. Was 94 the last year?
Mike Rich.
Yeah.
He passed
Oh, that
away.
would have been
It was
right at 92 or something. Something like that.
Well,
he was on Billy
what they
Ellis'
had
crew,
was
and he got
when they
crushed.
first started the pit road speed before
Ricky
the
Road.
speed limit, they had odd and even numbers. So you had stickers on the windshields. Ones were like blaze orange or blaze green, and so those orange dots came in first, and then the green dots came in on the windshield, little stickers on there. So that's kind of how that all happened.
Yeah, so no, I wasn't around back then.
Sandman would know. He would know.
So it was meant to be, David, look at where you are now. Winner, chicken dinner. That's right.
That's right.
Everything's worked out just perfectly fine and fell right into order for my career in NASCAR, I do believe. And Tom Robinson says it will come down to 2 cars,
You
4
did?
car, and the sorry.
You did, Sandman? Look at Sandman.
Sorry, it was 18.
Sandman, you should have told him about the Brew
Go
Crew,
over there and
bro.
build these
We'd
guys.
all go over there and just do some guerrilla marketing. I think we really, Sandman, I think we need to go back to the basics. You know, support the sponsors, hit them at the local level. The social media platforms are great. I mean, that's how we're talking to them now, but I still think that if we go out there and start supporting and moving the needle for the sponsors at the end, that's important.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, I gotta say, Terry, all I own is Fords, baby. I got 3 Fords. Ain't no Chevys in this camp.
Well, in my shop right now, I got 2. No, counting my tractors, I got about 5 Fords. So, does that count?
That counts. Oh, I got a Ford that day. Yeah, I got 4 Fords.
Yeah, so. All right, y'all, if there's any more questions, hey, do me a favor, though. Share this post and make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications because I post stuff about NASCAR. I post stuff about, I'm going to start posting stuff about metal detecting and also going and finding arrowheads if you're interested in that kind of stuff. And then, of course, my music. Every time I'm out doing my live videos in the studio when we have some really cool bands. So I'm always posting stuff about music, and so just keep it going, and let's all stay in touch because we got us a good group going here. And if y'all, Scott, you gonna do another song?
Get that banjo out.
I need to do some. I need to do some.
This is your song, you know. The Road is Rocky.
Hold on, you want me to do some singing,
G, C, and D.
or you just want me to do? We're just playing.
Oh, you want?
We don't have to.
You want to do the singing song?
Or are we just picking? What song were we gonna? You're talking about doing? Country Roads.
You want to do Country Roads?
John said we sold 1.15 billion at Ralph's Fenway. Jerome, man.
We can do the Wino and
Suzanne,
Ino.
hey Suzanne Stancombe. Hey, you have a good night too.
Here's the
And
words.
we'll be safe, Terry.
Here's
Which
the
one?
words. The Wino and Ino.
Oh, the Wino and I know. Is the microphone on or not?
Yes, right over here.
And the Wino and I know. Does anybody want to hear another song? One more song to send us off?
Yes, you do.
I'll go ahead and sing. How about we do that? Instead of, sorry, did the banjo. All right, we got birds. We got crickets chirping over here. No, I'm just kidding. It's on a little bit of a delay. I'll just go ahead and sing.
Come on.
Where are we at here? Okay.
Get in the camera view.
Is this thing on? There we go. Everybody here okay? We'll get ready to put out some tunes. This is a Jimmy Buffett tune. Not many people know about it, but me and Scott know it because we're pretty much parrot heads. Some of the words are a little confusing, so I have to kind of read off of this book, but I can do it just fine. Here we go. Ready? Hit it. Ice cream man, he's a hillbilly fool. He's got 78s by his nose. Walks down the streets, shuffling his feet to the rhythm that only he knows. And I've seen him in so many places. I saw him that night out before. In a Bourbon Street bar, I received my first call from an old man so tattered and torn. And I know and I know with paints and streets singing like the corridor show. Cause the paints and pedals ring. It's a strange situation, wild occupation, living my life like a song. The coffee is strong at the Cafe du Monde. The donuts are too hard to touch. Just like a full window, sweet goodies go. I eat till I eat way too much. Cause I'm living on things that excite me. Be it mystery, lobster, or love. I'm just trying to get by, being quiet and shy, in a room full of pushing and shoves. And I know and I know the things are back, bustling like a farmer's supply. Bubbles built to rusty. It's a strange situation, wild occupation, living my life like a song. Sweet senorita, so please come with me. Back to the island, honey, back to the sea. Back to the only place I wanna be. And I know and I know the joy of the ocean, like a boy does enjoy of his milkshake emotion. It's a strange situation, wild occupation, living my life like a song. Yes, it's a strange situation, wild occupation, living my life like a song. One more time, it's a strange situation, wild occupation, living my life like a song. All right.
All right. There we go, bro.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Go out and support your sponsors.
Go out and
Go out and buy
support
some
your
Dove
sponsors.
soap.
Make NASCAR strong again. Make
Yes.
NASCAR great again.
Yes, yes.
How about that?
We'll see you next
bet your new
week
test
after
line.
the Vegas. Everybody's headed to Vegas.
And we'll be safe. We got the battens. What do you call it?
Batten down the hatches.
Batten down the hatches. We got our generators. We got our gas. We're all set.
Hopefully we're good to go. It's going to be here on Saturday. We'll have a hurricane party. Just stay in touch with David. We'll see you Monday.
That's right.
Woo!
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.